Hello, good afternoon. This is Roshan here, head South Asia for Pacific Link College Canada. Today, I thank Vishal for giving this opportunity to interact with the students of Net Worth Immigrations. Yes, this is a very testing times, Corona times, wherein um, people are not knowing as to exactly what would happen, what would be the future of education, what would be the future of abroad education. And in this time, I would like to pitch in with our college as a program as to how exactly it would be a solution to your problems. Okay, coming to the programs before the start of the college and other stuff, I would like to, because it starts with germination of the program what you want to do. Earlier, probably before the corona, you might have thought that I would be wanting to do management or something sort. But then things have drastically changed, and Corona has changed our preferences and the way businesses have been working all over the globe, and in India also, or for that matter, in Canada also, for that matter. So now we need to understand as to what is that thing which is which are the courses which are taking you forward. Courses are very very relative to the programs or the work which is there. So now what is the work in place is digital platforms. Digital platforms are the thing wherein any of the businesses are happening are only on digital because people are on lockdown, and this would continue. This would be a norm of life. If you're thinking Corona would be gone forever, it will not be. It will be there with us. And now that you know, understand that the Corona would be there with us, what are the courses we are looking at? And because imagine there is a lockdown, right? And probably the lockdown would never be opened fully. There will be always a partial. You will be wearing a mask and things, and these are the new norms. So in this, one program which would stand out is the digital platform. Any of the programs, we have a program called as Digital Media Studies. So now, Digital Media Studies is the program wherein you are learning the skill sets of in the digital world. And to be very frank, this will take you places. Student visa, Kanishka, at this point of time, you have your Duolingo or your IELTS. If you have your IELTS, then yes, there is a partial opening wherein you would be. It will take little more of time. So that's the reason we would be giving you a July or again. Unlike the other colleges which have a September intake and then a January intake, we are not like we have a monthly intakes, and that's the reason. The advantage is that any of the months we are flexible enough. So we were very, very closely looking at the embassy when they would open and other stuff. So we will keep you updated with that. But then you can start the process. You can give your file. We can give you the offer letter tonight itself with Canada visa. So you can network immigration can give you immediately your offer letter. So if you can, I would require four things at this point in time. One is your passport copy, your IELTS scorecard if it is there. If it is not, then I can give you a conditional offer letter. I would require your marks cards. Again, final year marks cards. If you don't have, still it is okay. The previous one you can give me, and based on that, our academic team would give you a conditional offer letter and the application form. Application form is available with the network immigrations. Just collect from them and fill it. So these are the four documents which I would require. If you can give me, then immediately I can give you the offer letter. You can start processing. Network would start help you with processing the file, and as and when they will feel it's comfortable enough, they will be filing the visa. But then, to be very, very frank, very, very shortly it would be open, and that's because see many other countries are there, but for this time, Canada has been showing real positive signs for international students and other stuff. And to be very, very frank, it's a good time because Canada, China, the student might not go to Canada for the time being. So Canada is looking out for India on a big way to fill the numbers. Last year, 1,70,000 Chinese students had gone to Canada. So this year it would not be the case. So this big chunk of students Canada is expecting from India. So there is fair chances that you will be getting your visas. So this actually is a good time to apply for your visas. Okay. Coming aside about Pacific Link College, we have two campuses, one in Surrey, one in Burnaby. So based on your economic preferences, you can take Burnby is little costlier because it's towards the city, whereas Surrey happens to be the outskirts, and there's the reason the cost of living is much more less. So that's one advantage wherein you can take. One more advantage with our college, see, because there are many colleges, right? What is that one major advantage which you would feel is that we are a two-day college. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday classes. Either one of them, student can take either one of them. So imagine you so this makes you to practically do a part-time job. See, many of the, because you are on S1 visa, any of the colleges for the first year you can do a part-time job. But then if your college is on Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock to morning 9 o'clock it starts and ends at 5 o'clock. By the time you reach home, it will be 6 o'clock. Nobody will cook for you in Canada. You need to cook your own, and that's the reasons. To module 5, presently I'll tell you, Khushbu, there is fair chance that you can apply because of the situation you can sail through. So Khushbu, I would like to tell you, this is actually a good time for you. If somebody has module problems, then because Canada at this point of time would be a little lenient, because as I told you, again, this is our presumption that since Chinese students are not going to Canada, and there is a target for the embassy to clear, because see, any of the countries will have certain targets, as because these are the money revenue generation for them. So they have a base, a target for the revenue from the international students. Since they are not coming, then the Indian students would have much more fair chances of getting the visas compared to as when there was a tough time. Now, because now many of the students are also averse to go to Canada and things like that. So you can understand in this situation, any of them who is willing to come forward and apply for it, the fair chances that you would be getting your visas. So that's one hint I'm giving you. But then again, this is our presumptions. The embassy works on their own intelligence. Okay. Coming to just a sec, I'll just see if there are any other questions. Okay, no. So as I told you, one major advantage, actually I'll tell you there are two major advantages of going for Pacific in college. One is you are on a SW1 visa. And what does SW1 visa mean? This is a study work permit visa. You are entitled to legally work for 8 hours in the second year. Okay, because many of the colleges would tell that they have a co-op, but then they don't they would be giving a part-time co-op. But then this is not a part-time co-op; it's a full-time co-op. You are going on a SW1 visa. Total 8 hours of work you can do per day. 8 into 5, 40, 40 into 4, 160 hours per month. And mind you, in British Columbia, the wage per rate is $13.85, roughly $14. So anywhere in between 65, 70,000 you'll be earning in the first year from a part-time, and in the second year it doubles up. So roughly around 1.5 to 1.5 lakh Indian rupees is what you're going to earn in Canada. So I just tell you that any of the students are going, you are going only for the first year. The second year you're going to work. So that's a major advantage you would be getting. Okay, and what is the guarantee that you will be getting? We would be mentioning this in the LOA, letter of acceptance. Okay, so now this LOA is a document which you will be giving in the embassy. You're not giving your offer letter in the embassy. That is not the document. For the document which you are one of the documents which you are giving to the embassy for your visa processing is the LOA, letter of acceptance. We mentioned that this is the number of hours of co-op are mentioned in that. And based on that, the Canadian embassy would be giving you a SW1 visa, otherwise it will be S1 visa. It will be a plain study visa. So now there is an advantage. Now why I'm talking about more about S1 visa, SW1 visa, how much does it matter to me? It matters. I'll tell you why. Because none of our students come out of the college as fresher, because they have 1 year of experience. So all our students are on the job. They in the second year they don't come to the college, they are going to the work directly. We provide them the job, and then they are on the job for 1 year, and once they are passing out, they have experience, hands-on experience. It's not theoretical. So now there is no brainer that anybody would be giving you a job, because you have experience. Imagine there are two people. One is a fresher, one is having experience. Whom would an employer take? Obviously, the employer would be preferring for a experienced guy. Correct? Either any of the colleges you're coming out, it does not matter that you which college you're coming out. At the end of the day, it is your personal skill sets, what you learned during your college and during the work experience, that counts. So imagine if there is a super guy with a super college, but then he is not answering in the interview. So not based on the college that anybody employer would be giving, it will be personally on your personal skill sets and your capacity is what the employer is going to look at. And that's the reason we want to give all our students this feel of working. See, again, imagine you have work experience in India, but you don't have work experience in Canada. It differs because country to country, the work culture differs. And that's the reason you get the work culture you get to know the work culture in Canada when you are doing your internship. It's a paid internship, and you would be getting to know the real work culture, and that who is giving, the college is providing you with this rich experience which you cannot compensate with any of the semesters. So semesters are different. Semesters are still the theoretical ones, but then to have a hands-on, you need to have a practical work. And imagine, again, I want to reiterate one point. Imagine if there is an internship, then people would be thinking, because in India we do projects, we do 2-3 months, we go to the company, scribble here and there, and then we prepare a project based on copy paste, and then we have to give a viva. This is not the case. This is a full-time job wherein the student would be going to the company directly for the next 1 year, from morning 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock to, it is a full-time 8 hours of job. So you're understanding. So, and okay, now coming to the point as to why he is insisting on the job, we're looking for studies. Okay, now this is a very, very difficult phase of the life. Nobody had encountered a corona or envisaged that world would be hit by a corona. Correct? So now the world economy is going to change. Ask any of them, is your job safe? Ask your parents, your uncles, your aunties, your elder brother, and things like that. One thing nobody can guarantee at this point is jobs, correct? Because everybody is scared whether I will be able to retain the job, or else what would be the salary. They would be cutting my salary, or what. There is ambiguity. Nobody is very sure that yes, their jobs will going to survive. So at this point of time, if somebody is giving you a rich experience that we are talking about jobs, then anybody will be giving you advice. Please go for it, because the coming time, it is the jobs and nothing else. Now there is a method for the madness. You're looking for the jobs and the program. There is a program which is correlated to the jobs at this point of time, because कुछ भी चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा है, एक थिंग चल रहा है, वो है आपका इंटरनेट, करेक्ट? और आपका फेसबुक, आपका जूम, आपका जोमेटोस, all the digital platforms are open, and that is the only thing wherein you are interacting. Now, how are you interacting? You are in lockdown, right? You don't have access to many of the things. Only thing which you have access is the digital platforms. So anybody who has skill sets in digital at this point of time, because this is going to, you are watching advertisements, right? On even Facebook, you are getting the advertisements. On your YouTube, you are getting, before you want to watch YouTube video, 2 or 3 advertisements are coming. Earlier only one advertisement was coming. Now you get multiple advertisements. And what does this mean? That somebody is pumping the money, the advertiser is pumping the money because he knows that somebody is watching, correct? And he gets his the objective of his is fulfilled. So now you can understand that all the advertisers, all the marketplace is on digital. So if somebody is providing you with a digital platform or a course, then go for it. So I am just telling you what are the new courses which will be there, which will take you forward. Okay, digital platform. Yes, we have this program from past 2 years. We also envisage that yes, it will grow to a certain level and it will take time. But then nobody thought there would be a corona, and because of corona, it is advanced further. And that's the reason it is very, very close that yes, digital platform is the thing which you need to learn. So we have 2 programs. We have an advanced diploma for the +2 students, and whoever has finished the degree, then they can do PG in digital media studies. Okay. So that's one advantage. And after Pacific Link College, we have a tie-up with Trinity Western University. So you can go ahead and do your bachelor's, or you can do MBA also for that matter. Okay, so that's there. And what is the advantage? Because you'll be, once you're getting a degree from Trinity, nobody will ask you did it from Pacific Link, or they'll only see your degree. So that's one advantage, wherein you have a possibility, you can go ahead to the university and do it. Okay. So again, that's one major advantage, wherein you are saving on money, because our fees are on a very nominal fees, $19,900 currently for network immigration. Because we have a long understanding with them, we are giving a scholarship, a flat scholarship of $6,000. Again, many of the colleges will tell, we are giving you scholarship, this will be in the third semester, fourth semester, you need to pass. Again, it's future, right? You never know what. Pacific Link College does not do that. We give you a scholarship flat now itself. That means our fees is $19,900 minus $6,000, $13,900 is what you're going to pay. It will be not in the third semester, fourth semester, nothing. It will be now. So now if you are giving, your fees would be only 13,900, because 19,900 minus a scholarship, a flat scholarship of $1,000, which we are offering to all the students of network immigration. So that's one more advantage we'll be getting is, because for 2 years, imagine, for 2 years you are going to do a program which would be pretty much very economical from an Indian perspective, and you'll be getting international or global experience. Okay, so now that's one advantage. So I'll just quickly go through what are the things which I have told you. One, we are based out in Vancouver. Vancouver is the next best city next to Toronto. But the good thing is that the PRs and other stuff are much more faster in Vancouver because it's developing. And British Columbia is really very proactive in many of the things. And one more trivia I want to give you information is that the corona cases in British Columbia are much more less compared to the Quebec side and other provinces. So that's one more advantage, wherein we have a very notably less corona cases. So we will be opening much faster than any of the other provinces. Okay, that's one advantage. So now we have two campuses, one in Surrey, one in Burnaby. Anywhere you can go for it. Programs. Okay, programs I had only stressed on digital media studies. Again, we have IT programs. IT programs we have opened up 1 year as well as 2 year programs. Again, 1 year program is always for it will be advanced diploma, it will be for +2 students, and for degree students it will be PG diploma. Okay, IT programs we have tourism, hospitality, digital media studies, and a healthcare program which is childcare. Okay, we have a childcare program which again is a 1 year program, 6 months of study, 6 months of internship, and then there is a possibility that you can apply for a PR based on NOC 4411, wherein the province, British Columbia province, has opened the pilot, which says you need to have 1 year of Canadian education, which you already would be having, CLB5, which you would be having, and the third one would be a job offer. And for other colleges, when they would be difficult to provide a job offer, we would be in a much more comfortable position, because you are going on a co-op program, so you have to do your studies, work for, and anybody who is working in Canada for 6 months, it would be much more smooth sailing for you to get a job in Canada, and especially in the healthcare. So 5 programs we have, as I told you, digital media is both UG as well as PG, IT program UG and PG, hospitality, we have tourism, and healthcare. So these are the 5 programs which are there. And student will be going on a SW1 visa. SW1 visas are work as in the second year. It's a full-time job, so practically you'll be earning in the second year. First time, anyways, as I told you, since we are a 2-day college, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, again the possibility of you doing a part-time job is much more higher, and then you earning in the part-time job is much more higher, because as I told you, if you're not doing any part-time job, what will you do from Monday to Friday? You're free, right? So practically all my students are doing their part-time jobs, and that's one advantage, wherein you can save money for yourself. For if you're going to the university in the 3rd year or the 4th year, then you pay the fees also for that matter. Okay, so that's one advantage. Eligibility is we are a college, because again many colleges have their own eligibility for your IELTS. We take 6, not less than 5.5. So overall 6 is mandatory, not less than 5.5. Okay, and currently we are giving you any of the module we are not looking, and then we are giving you the offer letter. So that's one advantage at this point in time that we are giving you. That's there. So at the end of the day, to sum it up, there are jobs which is the major concern for any of them during the corona period. One thing anybody is not sure about is the jobs. So anybody, any of them, I'm not telling only my college, any of the college which is helping you with to get the experience, you are not, because I'll tell you one real time, I was just seeing the news, IITs placements are difficult. IITs, IIMs placements are difficult. The freshers would have a difficult time. People are losing the job. What about the freshers? So at this point of time, just think, okay? Because if there was no corona, I would have been speaking something else. Just because there is a corona, so I am talking about programs or the college which will help you to get a job. It will be more job oriented rather than, so again, so here I'm stressing more on that there are certain colleges which are good in innovation, in research and other stuff. There are certain colleges which are very good in the job front, making you ready for the for work. Our college is not very good with the innovations and the stuff. We are very focused college to get you hands on with the job. Okay, I am reiterating once again, we are a college who have very strong tie-ups with the companies, because we give internship. None of our programs we launch without internships. We want to give our students a hands-on experience, because we feel that there's an ecosystem, right? You're studying. Why you're studying? Why you're studying? To get a job. You're doing a study and then you're thinking, oh, where will I get a job? Do you have a hands-on experience to get a job in Canada? Because again, as I told you, experience in Canada is different. So now we are talking about something wherein you are getting a experience in the job, in the companies in Canada, so that you are ready to go. If you want to continue your studies, there is a possibility you do 2 years with the Trinity Western University, and then you get your post-study work permit for the up to 3 years. So that is available. If you have any confusions as to what exactly would be the criteria which Trinity Western University has put, is that you need to pass. You need to pass in Pacific Link College, so that directly you will be going to Trinity Western. Okay, what is the credit transfer? How much would be the credit per in Trinity? What is the cost? Everything is mentioned on our website. Please go to Pacific Link College website, that is plvan.com. Go to collaborations. You will be getting to know as to what is for a bachelor's, how many credits are required, what is the money you will be shelling out for per credit, how much money you are going to shell out for a master's or for an MBA, how many credits are required, finished bachelor's or a master's. Everything is being mentioned on our website in collaboration. Okay, so you can go through it, and then that would be it will be helpful for you. One more thing I want to tell you. You'll be getting 2 welcome letters, one welcome letter from Pacific Link College and one welcome letter from Trinity Western University. So if you want to have a sample copy as to how exactly the welcome letter would look, kindly connect to Network Immigrations. They will be helping you out. Then you can really see as to yeah, this is how it is. So, and if you want to test Pacific Link College, then I would suggest just give your offer letter, your documents, and just see how many days we require to give you the offer letters. Trust me, tonight itself you'll be getting your offer letter, or maximum by tomorrow night you'll be getting. My Canada office opens at 9:30. The same 12 hours of difference. So by 11-12 o'clock, you can expect your offer letters in your inbox. So that's where we are very prompt with the offer letters. So you can understand that if the college is very prompt with their offer letters, that means that the college is very serious with many of the things what we have promised. Okay, so I have promised many of the things, but then to test us with the offer letter. Okay, so take the application form and these 3 documents which you need to share it. If you don't have these documents also, because I understand Corona is because of that you don't have your IELTS. Still it is okay, we can give you a conditional offer letters on based on either you don't have your marks card or your IELTS, we can still give. Okay, so don't worry, just give the offer, give the documents to Network, and then we will be processing your application as soon as possible, as I told you, and then good to go to road. Because if once you are in Canada, as I told you, you would be having a different outlook of life altogether. And then you are at the back of mind, you are relaxed that yes, in the second year I'm going to gain real time experience, and I am ready. I have an advantage over any of the students who are a fresher at your age or your class. Okay, anybody now, imagine if somebody is going to other college, he is going on S1 visa, you know that he is a fresher, he will be having struggle. See, it's no brainer, right? That if somebody is a fresher with only theoretical knowledge, an employer will find it difficult. And if somebody has a hands-on experience, who has worked for 1 year, 1 year of experience, any of the employer will be happy to take you, because since you have a work experience. Simple. Okay, so I broke down as simple as possible that you will be going on a SW1 visa, you'll be working, and since you're working, your rate of employability or the chances of your employability is much more higher compared to any of the other college, university, or for the matter anything. Because in India we look out for degrees. Oh, you have a bachelor's, your master's. In Canada they look out for skill sets. People pay you. That's the reason they have per hour. Okay, they don't it's not like a monthly, it's per hour, this is the amount. In India, have you heard, only the daily wages get per right? But in Canada it's not. So country to country it differs. So Canada, this country, since you're going to Canada, this country looks out for skill sets. If you have skills on the table, I'll pay you on the table. As simple as that. It's not what degrees are brought to the table, it is the skill set what you have brought to the table. And since we would be giving you, we'll be teaching you skill sets, and we will make you sure that you have hands-on that skill set, so that you're employed. Correct. So I would like to wind today's session. Thanks everyone. Thanks Kushbu and other ones who were wanting to know as to what is our college about. So I think I have given you a fair understanding as to what my college stands for. It's jobs. So if you are looking out for jobs, you're scared that Corona period would be many people would be losing jobs and other stuff. Be relaxed. Okay, if you have skill sets and you are above your rest from the other people, then you always have the advantage of getting a job. As simple as that. Okay, and one more is that we have monthly intakes, so we are taking you out of the rat race. It's not only September or January. We have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So we have monthly intakes. That's one advantage. So you can go any point of time. You need not wait for only September or January. You're ready with all of them, you can apply. So as and when the embassy is opening, you can apply, and then you're good to go. But as I told you, we would be having a relaxed environment at this point of time because of the other pressures. And since Canada also has its own pressure. So now economy is shrinking, and they don't want to shrink it further with their own targets of the international students. So we presume that they would be little lenient with the visa processing. So this is a good time. So you should always be positive and seeing the opportunity as to what exactly it was. So be positive. The positivity is that this is a good time for you to apply for a visa, and then fair chances that you're getting a visa. This is our presumption. But then I think it is a fair logic behind a presumption that yes, this is a good time to apply for a visa, and fair chance that you'll be getting. So I thank everybody, especially Vishal and the entire team of Network. They're very proactive. So just give them a call and see. They will be helping you out with the programs. Again, as I told you, I don't have much of a time to go into the detail of what tourism is, what digital media and the programs, what are the syllabus and the stuff. Go to our website, you'll be getting information. If you want a detailed information, contact Network counselors. They are really very, very soft. So they like make you explain very, very easily as to this is what it is. So that, okay. So I thank everyone for today's session, and thanks for listening. Yeah, thank you.